some heads with your 2018 or newer JL Wrangler, this 17 by 9 inch Lock Off-Road Matrix wheel with the matte gray finish, matte black ring, and negative 12mm offset is a great option to consider. Now this wheel takes it up a notch in design if you are specifically in search of a wheel that balances aggressive street-inspired styling with some off-road elements to make your JL's build stand out. Now, along with the bold appearance, this set is also a good choice if you want a mid-size wheel for balanced sidewall thickness when pairing this with an oversized tire, and if you're in search of an aggressive stance for your Jeep, adding some width and about an inch or so of poke thanks to the negative offset. This wheel is 100% sure to attract some attention, and good attention at that, with the open mesh styling of the split Y-spoke appearance, in addition to the detailing on the spokes, on the inner lip of the wheel, and even the outer rim, adding a lot of character and dimension to this wheel compared to other more simplistic choices. Now, it also takes a very neutral approach to the color scheme with a matte gray finish to the majority of the wheel and a matte black finish to the rim to offset that lighter gray, but stick to the darker theme if you'd prefer to keep the color of the wheel a bit more muted to complement your build specifically. Now, the deeper lift to the wheel and the negative 12mm offset also offer some poke outside of the fender, as I mentioned, for an aggressive stance and some additional width to the Jeep itself compared to the factory wheels that have that more sunken in appearance. That results in some better handling and a much more aggressive appearance when it comes to your JL stance. Now, this is made of a one-piece cast aluminum design, which makes this wheel durable yet lightweight, so you can have some peace of mind when you're driving around and you're off-road, doing a little bit of abuse to your JL, that this is gonna hold up without adding too much rotational mass to your setup, especially if you're pairing this with an oversized tire and that's a concern. It's not gonna add too much. Now, aluminum, when bare and not protected, has a tendency to corrode. However, this is going to handle tough conditions because of the special tacked coating in the matte gray finish on the wheel, as well as on the lip here with that matte black, which is going to keep this protected and keep the look over time, even with tough use. Now, these are also a direct bolt-on construction with a 5x5 inch bolt pattern, just like the factory wheel. These are just so much cooler, and it has an 87.1mm center bore, being hub-centric and specific for your JL. Now, that avoids any additional components like rings, so you're not gonna have to pick anything up, and you're not gonna have any shimmy or small wobble when bolting these wheels up. Now, the lug holes, however, they are a bit more narrow than the factory set, so to achieve the best fitment and to avoid any hang-ups, I do definitely recommend to pick up a set of lug nuts to pair with this wheel. Now, this wheel comes in at about $275 and only comes with one wheel in the kit. What you see on the table is what you get. So depending on if you have 4 or 5 wheels on your Wrangler with the spare, you will need to add a couple more to the cart. Now, this is a pretty mid-level price point for a wheel and even keeps it towards the more economical side of the spectrum, which is great, especially with how bold this wheel is when it comes to the detail and the aggressive design pattern that this has. Now, comparing it to others, a lot of the time design choice really comes down to your personal preference, but if you do know that you like the more neutral gray and black color scheme, you want a wheel that adds a lot of character and isn't going to be a little bit more on that simplistic side, as I mentioned, and you want one that's going to fit your functional needs with the 17-inch diameter and a negative 12mm offset for an aggressive stance, this is a great choice for your setup. So that wraps it up for my review on the 17 by 9 inch Lock Off-Road Matrix wheels with the matte gray finish, matte black ring, and the negative 12mm offset, fitting all 2018 and newer JL Wranglers. And you can find this wheel right here at ExtremeTerrain.com.